Hey, what's up? This is Antonio Thompson from AntonioRThompson.com, and I'm coming to you from my home office here in Brooklyn, New York. Today I'm going to talk to you and share with you, 4 easy ways to attract the wrong MLM prospects. So, attracting and recruiting and sponsoring people in your business, customers and business builders is an important activity and critical component into building a business online, right? If you're in network marketing, you gotta have customers, you gotta have business builders if you wanna make some money. And if you don't recruit, if you can't attract, high quality people to you, then your business will not grow. Interestingly enough, people often think that, what's up, AJ? Interestingly enough that, people, think that there's a secret formula or a magic system that will help them find good prospects and recruit more people. And that's just not true. And it's actually quite simple, right? The truth is that you want to attract people to you. It's more about you than it is about a particular system or helpful tips, right? When you become more attractive, you actually become the hunted than instead of just the hunter, right? And so here are some things that people do all the time online that attract, online and offline too, that attracts the wrong people to them. And most marketers are actually do a better job of repelling prospects than they do actually attracting them to them. And so one main component to this, and one tip to attract the wrong people to you, is by pressuring people, right? Most network marketers, and you may have encountered someone, or this could be you, where you're actually talking to someone and you feel as though, probably subconsciously, you feel like you're the last person on earth, and you start to beg them, you start to chase them, you start convincing them to take a look at your opportunity to join your business. And that actually, hey Evan, what's going on? That actually is unattractive, and you really end up recruiting the wrong person, right? Because when someone joins you because you've chased them, you've tried to convince them, they're not gonna be very productive, right? And so when someone joins you and they join you against their will, right? If it's not their decision, they're not going to be as effective in your business. Someone convinced against their will is still the same mindset. Still, I heard somebody say that before. And so if someone is convinced, if they're being chased down and say, all right, I give up, I'm gonna join in this business, they're not really excited about it, right? You actually don't want them in your business because they seem to be like nonchalant, or they're just like, I'll do it because you asked me to. They're not really excited and passionate about it, so they're probably not gonna do any work. You have to realize that there are billions and plenty of people on this earth that actually want something different, that want to have an opportunity to change their lives, and relying on one person is just not a best move in terms of your business. The second way that you attract the wrong people, wrong MLM prospects to you, is by being negative and complaining. Who wants to be around someone who complains all the time, whether it be online or offline? If you're someone who doesn't like your job, or you think that the man is out to get you, and you're just constantly complaining in life, online, offline, on Facebook, or wherever, you're gonna attract people who actually love to complain too. And so when they join you, you're gonna have a team of complainers. And so, want to be mindful about what you put out there in the marketplace, right? You don't want to be complaining, you don't want to be negative online. I'll share with you some things you can do. The third way I'll say that you probably are attracting the wrong MLM prospects is that you live a boring life. Now, what does that mean? Now, you may think that there's nothing interesting happening in your life, in your neighborhood, and if you stay at home in front of your computer and all you do is post pictures online of you in front of your computer, that's uninteresting and boring, right? You want to find things that are interesting, that are happening in your community, in your neighborhood. If you're walking the dog, go out there, take some pictures of you walking the dog. If you're in the park, take a picture of you in the park chilling, having a good time, right? When you post boring pictures and you share a boring lifestyle, you're gonna attract boring people, or people won't be attracted to you in general because you're boring. So you wanna make sure that you have something interesting going on in your life, whether it be you're going to the park with your dog, you are traveling with your family, you're going to a company event. Make sure your life is, interesting, or share the interesting points in your life. You're going to dinner, share that as well, right? Don't be a boring person online, because nobody wants to work with someone who's boring. Another mistake that people make, but another way that people attract the wrong MLM prospects is they actually post money, pictures, and cars on their profile, and that's a huge and it can be a huge disconnect from their reality, right? If you're online and you're posting pictures of mansions and Maseratis and a bed full of cash, yet you work at Walmart, and nothing against Walmart, my mom works at Walmart part-time in the South, but if you work at Walmart and you're posting pictures of a fancy car, Maserati, bed full of cash, you're gonna attract people who think that that's your lifestyle. They're gonna think that that's something that they can achieve very effortlessly, and they're really gonna be attracted to the money, the fast cars, and the mansions, right? And so you're gonna attract people who want that, but when they see that it requires work, when they see that it's not as easy as you're portraying it to be online, they're gonna quit. They're not gonna stick around, right? And so there's nothing wrong with sharing your dreams and your visions online, but have it coupled with a dose of your reality, right? Say something like, this is where I'm headed, this is where I'm going, this is what I like to be, not this is what I have, this is what I have. I have a Maserati, I live in a mansion, I have thousands of dollars in the bank account, and I'm working at Walmart, right? That's just, there's a huge disconnect. So how do you become, more attractive to your MLM prospects? And it's very simple, very simple. You have to choose to become a leader. Instead of sitting around waiting and wishing for things to happen, you need to step up, choose to be a leader, and make things happen. So everything I mentioned before, like above, the 4 things I just mentioned, do the opposite. Instead of pressuring your prospects to join you, don't be addicted to the outcome, right? Whether they join you or not, you don't care, right? You have something that is amazing, something that's special, that's life-changing, and if they don't see the value in it, that's perfectly fine. There are billions of people in the world. Find someone who actually has an interest in what it is you are sharing, what you have to offer. Instead of living and being negative and complaining and, talking about, oh, I hate my job, oh, I hate the political climate in the US, oh, I hate, the economy sucks, whatever it is, do the opposite. Be positive. Share inspirational quotes. Share things that you are happy and grateful for. People want to be uplifted, not, continue to see the negative things that they see or on the media or in their own current life, right? They want to be uplifted by your story and inspired by your story and what you're sharing. Instead of living, a boring, uninteresting life, live an interesting life, right? There are things that are happening, like I said before, in your town, in your community, in your life that, are interesting or that's, different, right? Maybe you live in Nebraska or New York City. Wherever you live, there's beauty there. You go outside, I would hope, right? Maybe you have a dog, walk your dog, take a picture of your dog. Maybe you see a rainbow while you're walking down the street or something, or driving somewhere. Take a picture of the rainbow and share it online. Share it with your friends. Share your life, share what you're doing. Maybe you go to a restaurant, right? Share your meal, share where you're at, right? People want to live vicariously through you. And instead of posting, fancy cars, mansions, and money on the bed, those things are great for your dream board, right? If you want to get those out there in terms of where you want to head, but share value, right? Share content, share information that's going to be helpful to the audience you're trying to attract, right? And I guarantee when you make these small shifts in your marketing, whether it's online, offline talking to people, you will see a significant change in your business, right? So very simple, right? Instead of being negative, be positive. Instead of posting, pictures of fancy cars and hotels and money that, you're not really there yet, share value, share education, share where you're going, share your journey, right? Instead of complaining and sharing negative, things on your profiles and talking negatively to your friends and family, be inspiring, be encouraging, be grateful, and share that with your audience. So I hope you got value out of this video. If you did, please like it, share it, and comment on it. Definitely click the link in this video. Check out the replay of the webinar I did this Saturday where I share 3 stupid, simple steps to actually building a profitable business using Facebook in less than 30 minutes per day, even if you're brand new. Click the link on the screen or in the description box below. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.